Okay, and we're back. I did a little bit of extra grinding before we start chapter 10 because you might think the game's over, but it's not quite over. I'm not gonna talk with most of the people here. I'll talk to Marino so she's on the way there. So Spider was in there, huh? So our goal is to actually head up to the helipad, and Zero's here because the cutscene happens when we go in there. Alright. So everyone's here to say goodbye to us, waiting for the plane to pick us up.
It's here!
We've completed our mission objective. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, I guess. But what are we gonna do about the rest of the Super Force metal?
Well, from what Epsilon told us, it seems the Rebellion Army hadn't yet retrieved the Super Force medal for the warhead. So, I don't think we need to worry about that thing going off for the time being.
Well, with the Rebellion Army finished, and the Federation Army able to operate here, Colonel Repids can search for it. Huh? What? Huh?
And R is dead.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Now, we no longer have to fear the traitors, led by X, who conspired with the Rebellion Army for Superforce metal. My followers, peace has prevailed. Peace for all Reploids like us.
What the heck? What's going on?
All I know for sure is that Colonel Repids has betrayed us.
Repids is obviously planning to do something with the Super Force medal.
And it's not like we can actually walk up and ask him what he's up to or anything.
Well, we've got to do something.
Because of course, a Mega Man game is not complete with a couple of things in mind. So by the power of cutscenes and stuff, we managed to make it all the way here. So, final chapter. So we're just running around here. I'm gonna save right here. Guess I'll spoil it right now. There is a new game, well, not new game plus, but you get reset back to the beginning of chapter 10 when you finished it. So do not worry about that. Then there's this guy. We can buy any consumable items. We'll buy some backups just to be safe. Reboots are also useful to have, and we'll just leave everything behind. It's the general merchant, so any older force metals will be in store here. But we're gonna keep moving. Also, we have the chicks from the secret shop. And she sells the same things as the other guy with the addition of Mega Fire Blizzard Thunder. Oops. Have come in here. She sells the basic weapons that the weapon shop would have back at Central Tower. And she will sell the force metals. I'm not even gonna bother. We're just gonna keep moving. So this, I'm actually gonna use the Analyze. This is a Repids guard. He's a fairly strong enemy. At this point in the game, he'll be okay to fight. He's not weak to anything in particular. He's just a melee type. He has a couple special moves, but we're not gonna bother trying to find them. Also, they made that little funny noise when you hit them.
I did it!
And as I said, I grinded a little bit, and I still have Monopoly equipped on 0, so he gets all the XP. It's not a lot though, but we're not here to grind the basic enemies. Also, this cutscene repeats a couple times throughout this area. So, Tactics Simulation Center. So, a familiar face is up ahead. Because no Mega Man game is complete without a boss rush.
You have a death wish?
So, we're fighting Wild Django again. Obviously a lot stronger now. We can actually use Analyze as well. So, all these bosses are repeats and they're just generally stronger. The main thing to note, they will always drop a build X. So, Django drops build power. And obviously we're gonna fight some other repeat boss fights and they'll drop build speed, armor, shield, and so on. So we're just gonna beat him up. Don't be afraid to use your hyper modes, but I'm gonna hold off on that for a second here. Oops.
Transform!
And there's a reason you shouldn't be afraid to use your hyper modes right now.
Here goes!
Here goes nothing!
Alright.
Full power! Here we go! Ready? Unbelievable!
Please!
But anyways, there's nothing special about Django here. He's just stronger. So after this heal goes off, I will see you guys after I beat him. Okay, so if I remember right, the repeat bosses don't have a bonus XP, so they just die. They still get the explosion cutscene. So 15,000 for 0.
What is this?
Intruders have breached the building.
Remnants of the rebellion army? No matter. Surely just some mavericks. Do not hesitate to destroy them. Soon, very soon, my power will be infinite. Then no one can stop me.
It's Django! It's gotta be him!
Someone used a chameleon ability like mine and copied Django's abilities.
But why an army cadre imposter here?
So what we know is that somebody with a copy ability was in Giga City.
Something fishy's going on here. This could be bigger than we thought.
Let's start by capturing Repids. Whatever it is, we have to stop him.
Oh, I almost forgot. I need to swap it out. Every time one of our dudes levels, I'll switch it over to the other one. So I'm gonna start skipping this one because it's just an elevator ride. So right here, we're at the turtle port terminal. There's a nurse here that heals not only our health and sub-tanks, but also our hyper mode. She's basically the bed. We'll save right here. And you can see some silhouettes here. So we're gonna fight Psyche. A quick note about him specifically, it'll be his second form. Then we have Silverhorn, Mac Gentra, and Incentus. We get a build hyper right there. It's the main reason I came all the way over here. Give that to 0. So our big boys are sitting at 8 and 7. Technically 8 because you don't get it back when you use a build hyper. So they're both at 8. Get some figure tokens and a tank parts. So we are now sitting at half a tank. So we're almost there to the max of 1000 energy. So there's nothing special about these fights. I'll just let you know who gives you what in terms of the build, life energy, and so on. And I'm gonna start with Psyche here. So I'll see you guys after. Well, I'll skip. Oh, here we have a couple new enemies. We have a Red Stinger. They have a super low chance to drop a Z Rapier Plus. They're like a 1% chance. These guys have a couple of special moves. They have boost abilities, which is annoying. Then we have the Cannon Driver, who has the X Buster Mark III, which is one of the best weapons for X, if not the best. Also a 1% chance drop, so I'm not gonna bother grinding for these right now. Maybe later when I finish the game. But for now, we're just gonna kill them. The Red Stingers are relatively weak. The cannon drivers are annoying, as in they have a defensive thing going on. So they have a shot and a... yeah, there's a boost ability by the Red Stinger. So every time they get a turn, their barriers reactivate.
On target.
So they're very annoying to deal with in general.
Ow! Here goes.
There we go.
Yay!
Alright. Training barracks. Alright, before we move on, we will heal Cinnamon. Alright, as soon as the battle start thing happens, I'll just skip to the end of the fight. So I'll see you guys in a few moments.
My life's work!
So, we get a build shield from Dr. Psyche. Alright, so now we're gonna swap the Monopoly back to 0. So we just have to turn back and take the teleporter back. Alright, we're gonna take the heal and we'll get a Silverhorn next. Just a heads up with Silverhorn. Absolute Zero's attacks are water-based, so do not use them for this fight. This is a classic Mega Man X enemy, a B-Blader. They have a chance to drop life and build life energy and weapon energy, but besides that, the other thing they can do is they can summon Deer Balls to fight in their behalf as well. They're nothing special overall, they're just kinda tanky. Let's see if he does it. Yeah, Breed Ball. So now we also have some Deer Balls on the side. They're just cannon fodder for this guy, so nothing too special here.
Charge shot! Now! Yeah! Everybody, this is it! I did it!
Alright. Just to check real quick. Okay, we're not sitting... You always have to make sure you're not sitting at like 8 or 9, just to make sure you don't overdo it. Anyways, we're up against Silverhorn now. Okay, and there goes Silverhorn. You get built armor from him. 0 leveled up and type to switch back. So these fights are not too tough as long as you have the ultimate hyper modes. These would take a lot longer if I didn't have these, but they're still manageable. They're not particularly tough because you should already know what to do in all these fights. Next up, we are gonna go for Mech Gentra.
Maverick Hunters. Too powerful.
And there goes Max Gentra. We get a build speed from him. And we leveled up with X, switch back to 0. Max Gentra actually gives us, oops, a tiny bit extra. Oops, I went past it actually. A little bit extra XP, I noticed right there. Not much, but it's a little bit extra. Next up is Incentus. Okay, took a little hit there, so we'll just heal it off real quick. Keep going. And here is Incentus.
How could this be?
And there goes Incentus, and he gives you a build weapon energy. For whatever reason, only Max Gentra gave us a little bit extra. Not sure why. Anyways, switch it back. You might be thinking, well, who else can I fight? Because I will say this right now, we're not gonna fight any cadre bosses, but there's still a couple bosses left to go. Alright, so we gotta go through the main door over there. So after that fight, Cinnamon's action trigger actually powered up. So she is now capable of doing a full heal. So we're at the main control now. And this is our next boss. Death Dragoon. So he just wants to fight.
I'll take you on.
So for whatever reason, he gets the Massimo theme song going on here.
Hey.
So he's a lightning base, so nothing too crazy here. Oh, yeah. So this is Death Dragoon. He's the one that drops the build life energy. We can steal the Beast Lancer from him if you want to collect the weapon for Massimo. But besides that, he has electric moves and such. I will be using Hyper Modes here.
Transform!
And I will go back to the nurse after this fight. So I will be skipping the trip back.
Here goes!
Even though he's floating, no need to use Hawkeye.
Here goes nothing.
Although this boss does give a bonus XP if you beat him within a certain number of turns, just like final bosses and such.
Full power. Here we go.
I probably won't get the 10-turn bonus, but we'll see how close we can get to that. This is fairly strong.
No use.
We can see if we can get to the 10. Nice. And hopefully Absolute Zero will finish him off.
You're finished.
I use the D-pad primarily for this one. There's no downside to pressing all the buttons if you're inclined to do that. But basically, I mostly react to the direction of the arrow.
Really hurt.
Ooh, not quite. Very close though.
Attack. Really hurt.
One more.
No use.
Alright.
Full power. Here we go.
I will stop right there. Yeah, so we can get the final strike bonus.
Everybody, this is it.
It seems I have lost.
Oh, we got it. So for him, it's either 15 or 20 turns. So X is gonna get like 2 levels out of this. 46k. Yeah, 2.5 levels. And Axel actually gets the Death Dragoon as a action trigger. So, switch it back. And let me check my build. So we have... We'll give speed to 0. He could use a little extra. Same with these two. Alright, we'll do it like that for now. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back here once I heal and go through the elevator cutscene a couple times. Alright, sorry about the little extra silence there. We're gonna hit another elevator cutscene right here. So, we're at the last hallway. There's figure tokens, I believe, on these little cubbies. Oh no, it's force metal energy. And some money. What else is here? Ah, there's the figure token I expected. I forgot that the Repids guards can drop Insect Killer, which is one of Axel's best weapons. Which is what I... Oh, really? A backup there? I'll pick that up later. This is a Metaroid, which is basically a Pararoid, but he will always go first, and he will always use Parasite. But since we have Cutting Edge, we go first. And since we have Hawkeye, we can hit him. But besides that, there's nothing special about that enemy. And that should do it with all the enemies that are even in this zone, so no more cutting into the fights.
Yay!
Another Insect Killer, wow.
Well, if it isn't X, incredible. You're still alive.
How could you? What are you up to?
Me? Well, let's just say that I'm in charge. I am the ruler of all Reploids.
You're what?
Explain yourself. Under your orders, we went to Giga City, fought Epsilon, and successfully quelled the Rebellion Army. So that was all just a setup?
I guess you could say that. But I really must thank you for defeating that pesky Epsilon, making it possible to achieve my goal.
Answer me! What are your plans here?
I told you, I am destined to rule.
You're insane!
My, you Maverick Hunters are brave. Just what do you intend to do to me?
Repids! You Maverick!
No, he takes offense to that. So we fight Repids himself.
Foul Mavericks, you will perish!
Repids actually has a pretty cool song. Kinda ominous too. But anyways, let's just smack him. So Code Red. Summon some hub bags. I don't think we fought these ones. Yeah, red hubcaps. These guys are what I got the Limit Buster Mark II way back when I was grinding the Eternal Forest. Pure accident too. It was really tough fighting these guys, but I managed to pull it off, and I guess I got rewarded for it. But anyways, we'll just smack Red up some more.
Transform! Here goes!
Okay, we want to reduce enemy numbers here, so... Oh, dang it, I should have maybe powers. Oh, whatever. Ah, yes. Repids can actually defend himself, so that's not amazing.
Charge shot! Now! Yeah! Everybody, this is it!
Alright, now that Repids is not defending, now's the perfect time to use this.
This is it!
You're finished.
Yeah! Gotcha! Yeah! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Hey!
Not quite enough. Nah, not quite either.
Not over yet!
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so with X now,
Here goes nothing!
hopefully we can finish them off with this.
Full power! Here we go!
At least get him to final strike zone.
Everybody, this is it!
There we go.
So it takes more to beat you.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah, 20 turns. So, we got the bonus.
I did it!
We get 65,000.
Who would have guessed that Colonel Repids was a maverick?
Last! What were we fighting for?
For everything, my maverick hunters. For your new ruler.
No! We lost R and Spider for this lousy creep?
Ah, Spider.
What? This can't be real!
My ears are burning. You talking about me?
Impossible!
Not impossible at all. Here I am. I must say, it's been exhausting playing
buddy with you twerps. It was for my ideal, for suprametal. Not a bad actor, eh?
That ability is the same as mine.
You foolish maverick hunters didn't realize it. But Supraforce Metal can boost my shape-changing abilities. And increase my power to unimaginable levels. Taking me beyond all others.
No! Spider was actually just Repids? How badly have we been duped here?
We can't let Repids get away. He must not use the Super Force Metal.
So, for Zero, now he's level 42, which is great. But there's no more XP to be gained other than random enemy fights. So, and I'm just gonna start running away from those. So we're just gonna take that off. We managed to save most of our sub-tank energy, and since we leveled up with Zero, and X beat him on the turn he turned into ultimate armor, we have full hyper mode. And lastly, so there's been debate about whether it was always Repids or if the real Spider, died after, you know how Django actually captures him or whatever. Nobody really knows if he actually died there. The main thing to note is while Spider does appear injured when he joins you in the Django fight, he doesn't mention the Ale, I believe, by name at least. Which is very suspicious at that point. But anyways, we're up to the end. This teleporter takes us to the last room, I believe. Yep, Blue Earth Tunnel. There's a figure token here. Gain Hyper. I believe this is a nice amount of sub-tank. And infinite, nice.
Kneel down before your master.
Repids, you manipulated us so you could get your hands on Super Force Metal, didn't you?
You're right. You know how well Epsilon hides things. So, I took advantage of your top-notch abilities as Maverick Hunters.
Epsilon's ideas were dangerous. He knew all along that the use of Super Force Metal involved the possibility of turning Maverick. But at least he was better than you. At least he wasn't a Maverick from the start. Repids, you're crazy!
Didn't Epsilon tell you? Only future generations can judge whether we are Maverick or not. It is only natural that Reproids seek to evolve by improving their abilities. Evolve to rule the universe.
The universe?
Yeah, Repids has lost a couple screws already.
Surprised? But why should you be, my young subjects? You will be the first to witness the divine miracle!
So here we have Repids.
I shall rule over all, for I am invincible!
So, this is Great Repids. You can steal the Supra Force Metal Fragment Alpha from him. This is a very important Force Metal to steal along some other stuff that'll happen later on. He is assisted by Super Force Metal his right, and left. You can steal neutralizers from him if you're inclined to do so. But right now, our main goal is survival. So as you can see, he heals. Luckily, that doesn't hurt too bad. We actually need to switch to Marino. Whoops, I did the wrong thing. It's fine, actually. Because we can actually switch Zero here.
Here I go!
So his left triggers a barrier, along with actually having a turn to attack. Ah, crap. So, as you saw, that attack actually does all status effects. So cure alls are actually really good to have on this. Okay, so we're gonna hyper mode with Marino right here.
Real fun starts.
We need some time here. Okay, this should be enough, honestly.
Here goes.
Let's see, boot. Okay, after 2 deaths. 2 boots, single boot. And that was 2 boots after a chest.
Take that.
So we got the Super Force Metal Fragment. So we'll just start defending now with her. We're gonna actually cool down with Marino to save her hyper mode for later, because it will be needed. Right now we're in survival mode, so we just need to make sure everyone is healthy throughout this fight. There we go.
Weaklings. Do you feel it? The ultimate power! The power of creation! To me, the very earth is nothing but a tiny speck. One which I shall rule with an iron fist.
Not if we have anything to say about it!
Bow down, feeble subjects.
Look who it is.
What do you think you're doing? You! Let go!
Not sure how she got here, but you know, anime.
Why, you!
Now's our chance!
Repids!
So Repids lost Super Force Metal R, which was the one that kept healing him.
Meddling insects!
He does get a Blitzkrieg, I believe, every single time, so...
Mortals!
Come on, we need to lift this. Okay. Oh yeah, he also takes a hit to his stats, so he's actually weaker now, but... Still hurts. Okay, so right here we'll hyper mode again.
Now the real fun starts.
Because Repids in this second phase actually has a different item to steal from him. We will sub-tank half again.
Here goes!
This time he has
Take that!
Fragment Beta.
Here you go!
Okay, we'll switch back to 0.
I'm tough enough.
Well, Hawkeye. He loses his barrier. We will go to Ultimate Armor. See how much damage we can do.
Full power! Here we go!
Nice. About half his health, actually. We'll heal it up. No, it's fine though. We didn't need the full heal. We'll just go into absolute 0 just for fun. Give him a kick. Do it again. They should probably beat him. Just barely.
Impossible! Absolutely impossible! My infinite power! This can't be! How could I lose? Are you happy now, X?
Repids, what made you Maverick?
Maverick? You seem more maverick to me, with all your stubborn nonsense about friendship and your unwillingness to evolve.
You don't know a thing about friendship, Maverick scum.
Stay in our place, be friendly to all, decade after decade, indefinitely. Is this all Reploids will ever be? Someday, you'll see. We'll change the world.
And we get a super well rendered cutscene here. Well, not rendered, more like a animated cutscene, I guess.
I'll get rid of this with my own hands. Okay, X?
Yeah, okay.
No subtitles though.
X, hurry! We're gonna reach the atmosphere any second now.
X? I'm sorry for all that happened.
It's okay, Ferrum. Just hurry and get rid of it.
I'll take it to a place so far away that nobody will ever find it.
Ferrum!
Close the hatch.
I guess he's just sad because, you know, that's another Reploid that should not have died, I guess. Because she was not Maverick.
This is how it should be. I'll join the commander and Scarface soon. Farewell.
So there's Nana. I guess it's implied that Super Force Metal actually makes it back on Earth. There's the little bird that was on R's shoulder all the time. Was not part of his body. So our boys are just sitting here in the middle of the ocean. Guess it's implied they eventually get rescued, but you know. That's where the game ends. I don't know if the music here is copyrighted or not, but I won't care because I'm not a giant channel. The lyrics might be so soft that it won't even matter anyways. But overall, this game is pretty solid. Not a perfect game. It definitely has its faults, you know. The typical problem that, what's it called? JRPGs tend to have is they're super linear. By design, primarily. But this is also before the era of open world stuff, so can't fault it too much in that aspect. The characters were fun, but unfortunately the original characters from this game, Cinnamon, Marino, Massimo, I guess technically also Spider, they get kind of tossed a little off the side. Spider gets more screen time for sure, but once Zero and Axel get into the scene, all the other ones just fall off the wayside, unfortunately, so they don't get as much development. There's a lot of dialogue that I didn't really go over when you talk to them between missions and stuff. And you could also learn about them through dialogue with random NPCs in the main town. So I could have done more to show off more of that, but I don't want this series. Didn't want this series to go on forever. It wouldn't have, but even so, I didn't need for it to be longer than it should have been. The credits are actually kind of long, so I'm gonna keep talking for a little while because while I did finish the game, we're not done. You might be wondering why I even bothered grinding as much as I did. Well, partially it was because Epsilon and these final boss fights are not super easy. They, for the most part, are sorta trivial when you get the super hyper modes. As long as you know what you're doing and spent your built hypers wisely. But that's not the main reason I grinded. So, I'll let you guys know what comes next once the credits finish rolling. But in the meantime, I'll stay quiet and let you guys enjoy the cuts, the music.
Year 22XX. A reconnaissance mission conducted by a team of Maverick hunters successfully quelled a Reploid uprising on the man-made island Giga City. The Federation government determined the mastermind behind the rebellion was the Maverick Repids. Determination of the Maverick status of the commander of the rebellion army, Epsilon, was deferred.
Okay, and just as you can see right there, we get the central key. You might be wondering, why do we get a key for the central tower? Well, there's a special zone in the central tower. I won't go there anytime soon. I have to do some off-screen grinding still, but in some bonus videos at one point, you'll find out what's in that area. But for now, we're gonna save our game. We have clear data now, and we restart at the start of Chapter 10. I am going to load up my save real quick because I do want to pick up my deployments and set them out again. So we're back, everyone's alive, you know, fun times. Man, these guys are taking forever to get the monies. I'm just gonna send up whoever's my quickest units. We'll just send attack once on this one. But I guess I can take the time to show you the Skyrim real quick. So we've done a bunch of other stuff. I won't show the sketches, but oops. We don't have this final little zone, you'll see why, and we do get all the synopsis of each chapter. I have almost all the posters now. I forget which one this one is, but we'll find out soon enough. You can watch the cutscenes for the most part. We need to obtain these in the secret zone and the central zone special area. Same goes with the little bits of music we're missing. I do not have all the sketches, so I don't have the last scarf, which is the purple one, but I'll switch back to the green one. And with that, I'm gonna save, and I'll see you guys when I'm ready to take on the special zone in Central Tower. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the series, and hopefully you also enjoy this bonus videos when they come out. See you guys next time.